We're in the beautiful 2024 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy. With the new Santa Fe on the market offering 3 rows of seats, is the Palisade still the best family hauler to get in the Hyundai lineup? Today we'll find out. Let's get under the hood. Unlike so much of the competition, we still have a naturally aspirated engine here. There are no hybrid powertrains as of yet. We'll talk more about that maybe at the end of this video. Naturally aspirated 3.8 liter V6 made it exclusively to an 8-speed auto, front wheel drive standard, all-wheel drive optional. This Calligraphy here is equipped with all-wheel drive. A couple years back, we got the refresh of this Palisade. The grille is much more prominent than it ever was before. And I want to show you something pretty neat that I discovered. Turning on the turn indicators, these two pieces here are exclusively the blinkers or the turn indicators. This piece right here is exclusively the daytime running light. And these beams right here, the full LED double beams, this is your low beam, that's your high beam. Those are only for the nighttime. So you have a light system that I don't know if I've ever seen before. 3 separate usages of different light systems, from the blinker to the daytime running light to the nighttime light. Very, very unique. Now I like how Hyundai has not put massive 21s or 22s here on the Calligraphy. They might do that in the next generation, but luckily they've stuck with these exclusive 20-inch wheels. Now, what do I mean by exclusive? Well, you can actually get 20s on lesser trims. For example, you get the SEL with the premium package, I'll give you 20s, but they won't be this specific design. You can only get this design on this Calligraphy model. Now, this color is called Sierra Burgundy. If it was mine, I would be calling it Ron Burgundy. And as we come to the back, pretty basic back here, but the window line, the C-pillar on its brethren, the Kia Telluride, it doesn't have it, and it's more like a uniform window line. Let me know which window line you prefer. I think I like the Kias better, but I still like having big windows back here. And as we come to the back, Palisade on the back, no like indication that this is the Calligraphy. That would have been nice to have some sort of like special badge back here. I do like the square tip exhaust. And as we lift this up, we don't have a lot of cargo space when the seats are folded up. And I think it's around 18, 19 cubic feet of cargo space. Luckily, we have underfloor storage here, which is nice. Does that mean we have a spare tire? Thankfully, we have a spare tire underneath, something that a lot of manufacturers are getting away with. Power folding second and third row seats. We have a 180 watt power adapter here for 12 volt, and then your Harman Kardon sound system as well. Let's go ahead and fold this down. I will be putting kids here in a little bit, and Cassie, so she'll be able to give us her impressions as well with this Hyundai Palisade. So we'll get into that when we start driving it. But we do have sunshades here, which is great to keep the sun off baby Abe here in the back seat. Very nice adornment here with the materials. We'll talk more about that when we get on the front seat. Even the speaker down here will say Harman Kardon. Nice attention to detail. Now, look how wide this door opens. This is absolutely fantastic. So much of the competition, they might only open to around here, and that is just unacceptable for a family hauler. So Hyundai's allowed this to open up nearly 90 degrees, and not only that, the window opening here, or should I say the door opening, is enormous. It's almost the size of a minivan. Very, very impressed with the accessibility here of the Palisade as a dad. All right, mat pockets on the back of each seat here. They are like, they're not gonna get that dirty because this is hard touch. So I used to knock cars in the past for this not being soft enough, but after I've had kids for years kick and scuff the back of leather seats, I do like this more rugged material. I like the USB-Cs right here, built in. 3-zone climate control. We have dual up there, and then the third is for the second and third row. We have heated and ventilated seats here in the second row. You also have a AC plug-in here up to 150 watts, so you can, charge your Nintendo Switch and tablets on the go. Also additional 12 volt power. Pretty nice. Now these seats are fantastic, very large. They honestly look like a duplication of the front seats, which is amazing. Even the third row, look at the detail. Typically, the further back you go in a car, you start losing attention to detail, materials start degrading. Not so here in the Palisade. There is one little jump here, and the kids would get used to this, but just keep that in mind that you have a hump here getting into the third row. Now you can get the Palisade in a bench seat if you need 8 seats. Keep that in mind. I can also control the recline. So if the passengers, even in the third row, want to sit back a little bit further, they can. And you also have outboard heated seats. I can't think of another manufacturer unless you go really expensive in a luxury brand that's going to have a heated third row seat on both sides. You also have illuminated USB-Cs back here. Let's go ahead and see if I can sit back here. These seats are pretty much all the way back. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could fit this seat forward if I needed to. Headroom is good, but check this out. See this vent? Not only do I have vent articulation here, it almost looks like this would shut the vent. I'm not sure what this does, to be honest, but this is a direct control of the vent, and it's literally like 8 inches from my face. Beautiful. Most vents in the third row are somewhere over here, and check out this beautiful suede-like headliner. Absolutely fantastic. But yes, not only do we have vents over the passengers in the third row, not this guy, sorry, the guy in the middle is just gonna have to fry. You have vents over the passenger seat as well as where the baby seat is. We'll get into the front here with Cassie in a little bit, but a couple things I did not mention is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's still wired here. You won't have wireless accessibility, so you have to plug it in to this portion here. We do have folding cup holders here. With a push of a button, you can extend that. You can also cover up your belongings with this piece here. Also, I'm not going to play with this when we're on the road driving. Just know that you have a center differential lock and you have different sport modes. I just kept it in comfort, but you might want to put it in sport mode if you need a more snappy response of the transmission logic. Opening up this, we have a USB-C down here, a 12 volt, and a ton of storage down there, even with a little felt line there at the bottom. All right, Cass, this is your first time in the 2024 Palisade. What are your thoughts of this light interior?
Well, I mean, I like it. I feel like the wooden part is almost a little bit too much like flooring. I feel like I've seen this in floors.
Gotcha.
But it's a really nice color palette. I'm really liking it.
Yeah. No, I actually like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So when we drove the Palisade last a couple of years ago, we had one that had like a black interior.
Okay.
And it was just not working for us here in Florida anyway.
Oh,
so,
yes.
like this light interior is really, really nice. It's
Keeps
like
it cool.
Maybe it's a little too much of this faux wood.
Yeah,
but
it almost looks like flooring that we see in like friends' houses and stuff.
yes,
but
almost like beech wood or something.
yeah, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's very lovely.
No,
it just it's a little close.
Yeah, but it's definitely a step up compared to the blacked out model that we had that we just were not. Now,
I love the stitching. Like the stitching on the door complements the radio.
Yeah.
Like whatever this is called?
The speaker grill for the Harman Kardon sound system. Yeah, it's really nice. The speaker grill's luxury grade. The piping and the stitching on the door here is luxury grade.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice. Not only that, I have soft touch materials where my knees will come in contact.
Oh,
so
yes,
the center,
that is nice.
Yeah.
And I love the hidden invisible seam of your steering wheel.
Oh, okay. You like how it's two-tone?
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
I like how I can just rest my hand here at the bottom of the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I like the quad knob, so volume tuning.
Yes, you're into those.
Dual climate control going on right here. And there's a little beep that'll let me know that the vehicle in front of me is leading away. And this is, we've just been stuck here at this light because people can't turn. I wonder if
the car's broken.
There must be a car broke down and we're all sandwiched. So, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes.
That's
so I'm gonna have to go here and take a U-turn.
Yeah, this first car, poor guy. It's embarrassing.
Oh, it's this truck.
Yeah.
Of course he's broke down in a turning lane. Sweet. That stinks.
Oh, man.
LC500 convertible there. That's always well. There's okay, that's the future kind of this car. That's a Kia EV9 over there. That's fully battery electric.
Whoa.
And in terms of design, like that thing looks way cooler than this Palisade. The Palisade, even though it was just refreshed a couple of years back, it's starting to lose its, I don't know, its new shine, you could say. But like that Kia EV9, we'll have to review it soon. All right, yeah, this is all great here.
Yeah.
Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. I have massaging seat on my side.
Wow.
It's okay. This massaging seat gets like a C. It's not failing grade, but like honestly, it doesn't do much, and it is loud.
Okay.
So it is, yeah, it's not a good massaging chair. It's almost like just ticking that box.
Really?
And it does my bum, which is better than not.
Yeah.
Some massaging seats will just like have 3 rollers on your back.
On your back, yeah.
It's just, I just don't have enough articulation or enough pressure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, while I don't get a massaging seat, I do really like this seat. The seat's very comfy.
Or the seats are very comfortable. Yeah, they're very
very
wide.
Comfy. Like the back headrest, it's like nice and plush.
It's plush. It's luxury.
It's
in terms
nice.
Of, the
oh,
seat
you're
feel.
U-turning.
Yeah, I've got a U-turn here.
So we have like 20 minutes to get to swim class.
Yeah, we're going to be running late to swim class
It's okay.
due to the traffic situation back there.
It's
But
okay.
you definitely feel the weight here during the U-turn.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
it's a
okay.
heavy car.
The transmission's not responsive sometimes, but once you start wringing out this 3.8 liter, it's silky smooth, very predictable power, and should be able to take this with a little bit of speed here. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But that V6, that's one of the reasons you get the Palisade over the competition. A lot of the competition's gone to turbo 4 cylinders, or if you don't want anything that's hybrid, this is old school here. Big V6, lots of power, very smooth, very well done.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not very sporty, but it feels great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the seats earlier.
They're plush.
They're
Lovely.
nice. My seat sits up really high, and I can't lower it anymore.
Oh, that's a problem.
It
for
is.
tall
It's
people.
yeah. I just feel like I'm sitting up way too high in this truck, and I want to sit a little bit lower. But other than that's a small complaint. I'm already used to it. But it, like my eye line is like somewhere mid to high this rear view mirror to give you an idea how high I'm sitting up. Speaking of rear view mirror, I have a digital one.
Nice.
And above that, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but we have a cabin mirror.
Oh,
so
those are fun.
I can see Gigi looking at it right now because I'm pointing at it. And I can see Maggie all the way in the 3rd row as well. Just driving around town this morning and this week with this truck, I've been surprised at the fuel economy.
Okay.
Big V6, heavy vehicle. I was expecting like 18 miles per gallon. I'm getting like 23 to 24 miles per gallon in town. Which, let me look at the
Is that
Monroney
good or bad?
stick. That's really good for this
Okay.
vehicle. So it says only 19 in the city, but I'm getting, and this is an all-wheel drive model, mind you, I'm getting more than that. Now, I haven't been driving this a whole lot during the heat of the day where the engine's running all the
Yeah.
time, and this does have a start-stop engine feature, and it's pretty smooth overall. Auto brake hold is great. Like most Hyundai and Genesis products, it keeps it on right now. Okay, so if I turn the car off and turn it back on, it remembers. So I don't have to press it every time I turn the car back on like I do in the Prius that's sitting in our driveway, the new Prius Prime.
I just noticed it doesn't have a shifter.
Yeah, it has buttons, which is fine. It's not a sporty vehicle anyway, so
you get used to it, I suppose.
I don't need it. It's not a big old truck. Okay, well, we're going to be at Miss Kate's in a little bit where you can go potty, okay? Oh, here's a fun vehicle, kind of like Lyric.
Oh.
If you look at them at night, they have the most ridiculous rear light show. There's like 6 different rear lights on that vehicle, and it almost looks like an emergency car.
Oh my word, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
should be
yeah.
seen.
Yeah, at least they will be seen. That is for sure.
Oh.
All right, I want to talk about, the luxury feel when it comes to the refinement here.
Okay.
Okay. So we get some vibes through the floor. We get some vibes through the pedals, and we get vibes through the steering wheel. So it is not luxury grade, or I would even say premium grade. I'd say it's mass market grade in terms of the vibrations coming through. And it is pretty quiet overall. I haven't taken it on the interstate this week, but it is pretty quiet. Do I have acoustic glass up here? Yes. So that's a good reason. So I have double pane sound deadening glass in the front here, which is going to keep a lot of unwanted noise out. But overall, in terms of noise, it's premium, vibrations, mainstream, and materials, it's premium for sure in here. So it comes close, but it's not going to touch a Genesis in terms of removing a lot of the small vibrations that creep into the cabin. So
Let me guess how much this car is.
okay.
54.
Oh, I think you're really close. Let me
Really?
look at the
I'm
Maroni.
getting so good
You're-
at guessing. Oh, it's green.
Sorry, it is 53,650. So
Oh,
if you
my
round
word.
up, yeah, Cassie's
I'm-
getting better than I am at estimating car prices.
I mean, I'm on fire. And
Yeah.
This is like the fourth one I've gotten
Ride
right.
the wave while you can.
Ride
Yeah,
it while
you're
I can.
like 2 or 3 weeks straight of being really, really accurate with your car
Oh my
guesses.
gosh, I'm like the Rain Man.
So I wanted to finish this up talking about the new Santa Fe. Would I pick this over the Santa Fe now that the Santa Fe also has 3 rows? And the answer is, I don't think so, especially the Santa Fe hybrid that's going to get you 35 miles per gallon. Like I said, I'm seeing a little over 20 here in the city, but it can be a lot better. And maybe Hyundai will have a hybrid for this, but as of right now, I'd be taking the Santa Fe. The Santa Fe handles so much better. This thing, when you throw it in the turns, it's so soft and it feels so heavy. To me, I like the Santa Fe better. It's perkier, it's more fun to drive. I think it looks better. You get better fuel economy, especially if you get the hybrid. The utility is just as good there, I would say, in terms of cargo space. Passenger space is really good now in the Santa Fe, as they've made it essentially a box on wheels. So for me, as much as I do like this Palisade, it is showing its age compared to the brand spanking new Santa Fe. So yes, I'd be either getting this in the SEL or the SEL plus the premium package, which gives me just about everything that I have here in the calligraphy. But other than that, I would just be getting the Santa Fe with the hybrid. It's going to tick most of the boxes for families. The one other case for the Palisade here is if you regularly need to fit 7 or 8 people. And if you're doing that, I'm always going to push you to probably a minivan, just because the sliding doors and the overall space you get in a minivan is typically better. But this Palisade honestly feels more roomy than the new Toyota Sienna. Just the Sienna has 35 miles per gallon and it has sliding doors, so that makes it an easy pick for me over this as well. But you also have the new hybrid Carnival coming out from Kia if you want to stay in the Korean camp. But really good car here. Very few things I have to say that are negative on it. I wish it handled a little bit better. I wish it had a hybrid. And I feel like those things are going to be remedied in the successor to this vehicle in the next generation. So well done, Hyundai. It's aged quite well, but now that the Santa Fe is out, it's hard to recommend over that, and unless it's you're just loading up 8 people all the time or something. So shutting it down. Thank you guys for watching. Would you be picking a Santa Fe or a Palisade? That is the heated discussion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day and peace out.